Okie dokie. So I wasn't even sure if I was going to hit record today. I was meant to do another regular episode of the Magnetism podcast, but lately it doesn't feel exactly like the same show anymore. What started out as a space for energy, personal magnetism, polarity, and presence, the underlying themes which underpin how one shows up. Within themselves and their brand. Okay. What started out as a space about energy and attraction and presence has begun to evolve into something much bigger than what I started the show in motion for, which is exciting. So somewhere along the way, the conversation started changing. Right? So every conversation I've been hearing from founders, creators, and women building the brands in the space over the last couple of weeks has kept pointing to very similar universal patterns, the same patterns there. That what actually moves the culture now isn't just strategy, all right, or even mindset, broadly speaking. It's the intersection, it's the fusion between the beauty, the influence, and the structure that hold it all together. Right. So truth is, I've been building a whole ecosystem behind the scenes. So the outreach machines that connects the talent, right, connects the brands and connects the creators together in one place. GlowOps, the creative infrastructures, some of the creative rosters we've been managing. Even if the way I've been seeing it in my head is tying everything under one cohesive umbrella of everything we do, I kept treating it, I still in practice kept treating it like it was separate from this show, separate from this podcast, but it really isn't, right? Because the podcast is the machine. So I've been doing a bit of reflecting on the weekend just to see that we can really actually simplify this. So there's many different access points into the GlowOps universe, the GlowOps world, but the simple through line is the podcast, right? And so keeping it very, very, very simple. It is the start where we can have real conversation, because real conversations leads to real opportunities. And through establishing that flywheel, right, is how we make the opportunities happen, right? It's the proof loop. It's the access point, right? The place where all of this comes alive in real conversations, right? In real time. And this is where I've started to see something really forming on the horizon here, right? Which is a new kind of economy, which is one powered by feminine energy, by narrative, by storytelling, and by design. This is where self-expression becomes brand equity and brand equity becomes freedom. And that's ultimately what this next era is going to be about. And it's not just about how to be magnetic, it's how to build the systems that sustain that magnetism, the structure that lets the glow last forever. And how do you build it into a sustainable business that scales your impact, your income, right? And ultimately your legacy, right? And what you want to leave behind and the kind of mark you want to leave, right? To become truly iconic there. So the next chapter is called the Glow Up Economy. It's where we're going to be documenting and designing and curating together in real time and building this new marketplace of aesthetics, of feminine energy, right? The space where the story, where structure, where influence meets. You'll be able to hear, we're going to be hearing from, you'll hear founders, creators, innovators, just pioneers, right? Some of the thinkers who are shaping our culture in real time. We'll break down how they turn their emotions, right? Their stories, their adversities, what they went through, and their aesthetics and their energy, right? Uniquely into an empire. So the next episode that you'll be hearing from me will mark the start of that new world. So magnetism was the spark, but the glow up economy is the fire. So if you've been here since the beginning, then I'm very, very grateful for you for joining me along the way as we build this new world together. And if you're new here, then welcome. It's really, really great to have you. Okay, so the Glow Up Economy begins on November the 6th, 2025. That's going to be the start of the new relaunch of the podcast, right? Which is going to be the access point to everything else that will come forward. Okay, hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.